responsibilities that He has given us, unique, each one of us, so that we are different down to the that each one of us has. All billion of us in this universe, in this world, each one of us has given us a definite purpose. Are we fulfilling that khilafah? We have to ask ourselves. And that khilafah means to serve our families, to serve our friends, to serve the world at large. Would this world not be a peaceful place, a place that would be called heaven and earth, if each one of us served the other? If I serve my friend here, and this friend here served the next one, and the next one served the third one, and so on. If each group served the other one, if each nation served the other one instead of warring and arguing and sending planes and bombs and so on, would it not be a peaceful world? Are we living up to our trust issue? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us for no other purpose except to serve. That is the message of the marhum. So even as we mourn his absence, even as we reflect on the gaps that he has created, his departure has created in our relationships, in the family, and amongst each one of us in the community, we ask ourselves, if he were to come back to life today, what message would he give us? And indeed, those who have departed before us, if they were to come back, what message would they give us? What question would they ask us? Because it is certain that we too are going to traverse that path. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Some are ahead of others, and it's always closer than we think. Are we ready for that moment? Are we ready to face our interrogators? Are we ready to face Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment, when He will ask us, I sent you as a unique person amongst billions and billions of possibilities that there are. I chose you as a person. I chose you. Did you discharge your responsibility? So, my brothers and sisters, let's take heed. وَاعْتَبِرُوا يَا أُولِي الْأَبْصَارِ. Take heed, O people of inner vision. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Rejoice for the days of Allah. His ruh is with us. These are the days of Allah, namely the days that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, when it is His Spirit through which we derive our life and knowledge and power, through which we have the responsibility and the ability, the privilege of knowing Him, serving Him, and serving through Him all of the universe. So, at the same time, while we mourn the loss of the departed soul, let's also remember the less fortunate ones. So many who pass on even without anyone saying namaz al-janazah for them, as is happening in Gaza today. Let's remember them, the children whose bodies are shattered like pieces of dust, scattered, unknown, behind rubble. Let's remember them. Ask ourselves, what can we do for them? What can we do for the helpless people who are in Pakistan, who are in India, who are here, our neighbors? Are we discharging our responsibility? Let's remember them as we raise our hands in prayer for the departed soul, as well as all the souls that have gone before us. So, in unison, together, Let's raise our hands in prayer. اللهم اغفر اللهم اغفر لي ولوالدي ولأستاذي ولجميع المؤمنين والمؤمنات منهم والأموات إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به. واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا. واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا. واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا. أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. الفاتحة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. صدق الله. If anyone would like to say something, please come over here. This is to remember. Please go ahead.
Can you hear me okay? No? Assalamualaikum. Can you hear me okay?
माइक को आप ऊपर कर लें जरा.
Can you hear me? Yeah, better. Assalamualaikum. I'm son-in-law of Arif. I'd like to ask his grandchildren, Suleiman, Maraz, Admir, Mark, Abako, and Kamran, if they'd like to come up and say a few words for their grandpa. Suleiman.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Solomon. I'm the eldest grandchild. I just wanted to say that my grandfather was just a very intelligent, caring man. He's helped me throughout my life. He helped me to be the man I am today. He's helped me throughout my entire educational life. He's taught me a lot, and I'll miss him very much. So I'd just like to introduce my other cousins to say something. Kamran, the next eldest.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Kamran, second eldest grandchild, and just want to say my grandfather was a very wise man. He taught me a lot of life lessons, and I learned a lot from him, from the stories, from when he was a petroleum engineer, and a lot of his work, and I miss him dearly, and I hope that I just hope that a lot of his lessons that I learned from him will be applied to my life as well. And I'm Sister Martha.
Maybe a little louder so she can hear you.
I'm Marco. I'm Cameron's sibling, and I just want to say that my grandfather was someone who I looked up to my whole entire life, and he taught me a lot of lessons, mostly life lessons, and he told me to be a hardworking person, and he taught me to never give up, and I miss him a lot. But yeah, but he will always like be in my prayers, and yeah. And my cousin Roz.
Hi, I'm Baraz. I'm the third eldest grandson, and I just want to say that I love looking forward to seeing my grandfather every day every time that we went to see him. I would love seeing him in his office. I love eating with him. Every single time at the dinner table, we'd always talk, and I really miss those conversations, and I hope that inshallah we can reunite in Jannah. And I'm gonna invite my brother, who's the youngest.
My name is Amir. I'm the youngest, and I always remember going to my nana's house and like just watching sports with him or talking with him about what he did in his life, and I really love it. And I really
Thank you all. Thank you all the grandkids for their talk. And I'll start a little bit. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Again, my name is Fahim Sayyed. Most of people know me. I'm the son-in-law of Arif Yar Khan from Moraga, California. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, Inna lillahi wa ilahi raji'un. Surely we belong to Allah, and to Him we shall return. Arif Khan lived an extraordinary life. He was filled with honesty, hard work, grace, adventure, laughter, and love. We have very great memories with Arif Yar Khan, as he lived very close by, a mile away, and was a very close-knit family. And we ask Allah to bless Arif uncle, his soul, his forgiveness and mercy, accept his prayers and good deeds, and make him among the people of paradise. May Allah give Arif uncle's family, friends, patience. Amen. Arif uncle was a teacher, was my mentor, and a role model. He was iconic family head of pious, sincere, and a kind person of a high stature. A beloved husband, father, grandfather. He served by wife Kasser, her children Nabila, Iram, Umar, and Beth, and her grandchildren and his grandchildren, Suleiman, who just spoke, Varaz, Azmir, and Marco. And he also loved by his brothers who are back in Canada, in Germany, and other places. I will check if they would like to add something, and I will also ask Nabila if she would like to come in and say, or Ubaid and Umar. So I have a message from his youngest brother who lives in Canada. His name is Tariq Yar Khan. He was here a few years ago. He's also an engineer, and we had some beautiful time together a year ago. So he sent me, if I can read it for him. On behalf of Arif Bhai's siblings, Naseem Bhai, myself, Shahid, Abid, a love and grief for losing him in beyond words. Arif Bhai, may Allah bless his soul with eternal peace. Was a great son of his parents, a caring husband of his wife, loving father of his children, and a wonderful brother to us. He was a committed Muslim, a noble soul, a kind-hearted, sincere, and caring brother, and a courageous man of polite and decent person, and a thorough gentleman. The way he took care, looked after, and brought us up was exemplary. Inshallah, due to his deeds, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept and bless him with his maghfirat and placed him in the highest level of paradise. He will be missed and remembered with deep love and respect. And we long to be returned with him, our parents, in paradise, under the shade of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and in the company of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ameen. In the deepest grief and love, Tariq. Thank you. Anybody else would like to add a few words for him? Ibrahim Saab?
This is a difficult task for me because Arif Bhai is the first person that we met when we came to Moraga. He is the first Muslim family that we met, and we have continued that relationship since that time. You all are familiar with the hadith about the responsibilities of neighbors. Arif Bhai exemplified that completely. He always said to me that I hope I am fulfilling my responsibilities as a neighbor whenever I told him that he was helping us tremendously. So this is a lesson for all of us, because unless we understand how to treat each other, as Dr. Nazir Ahmed has been mentioning, and unless we take the lesson from Marhum, we will lose this opportunity to show the beautiful aspects of our religion and the beautiful aspects of our culture. So I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of my family, to our late brother, and to his family, and to all of you for participating in this occasion. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give Jannat al-Firdaus to Brother Arif and all of those who have passed away, and give us an opportunity, all of us, to be able to meet in Jannah, inshallah. This is all dependent on our akhlaq, and so we must all please try to continue to take the lessons that Brother Arif has left to us. May Allah reward you all for being here. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. On behalf of community, I'm going to say he was a great asset of this community. We have lost a loving individual. He was, he loves children. When I had made education committee here, he was part of it. Actually, he encouraged me to do it, and he offered his services every Sunday. He was teaching Urdu to the children with very patiently. Even though sometimes there were 2 or 3 boys, but he was doing it as if the class is full. Very responsible person, and definitely it's a loss to the community. Other thing, like what other he taught us, how to change your lifestyle with the circumstances instead of complaining. He was always, whatever conditions we know he has gone through, he was always thankful. I never heard any negative words from him. But things come, जब वक्त साथ छोड़ देता है. So that's beyond our approach. And it's the hard fact of the life. But that is the way it is. He's going to be missed from time to time. And also, my message to these wonderful children, his grandchildren, he has passed the torch to you people by departing from this world. And you are going to carry the light of that torch, from being a good human being, being an intelligent person, being a knowledgeable person. I remember he was sitting in he was so humble, being knowledgeable, sitting in the meeting, just smiling. He will never say anything during discussion unless we say, Arif bhai, aapka kya khayal hai? And then he is going to explain it very wisely. But people go, the memories, they leave their good memories. So may Allah bless his soul. May Allah give patience to his family. And okay. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم اغفر لحينا وميتنا وشاهدنا وغائبنا وصغيرنا وكبيرنا. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala admit the soul of our departed dear friend to his rahmah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala admit him and all those who have passed before us to his Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment forgive each one of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment give us the didar of our Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and through him admit him to his mercy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment judge us not by our deeds, judge us by your rahmah, Ya Allah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give patience and the ability to survive to all the Muslims of the world who are suffering, especially the people of Gaza who are facing a genocide. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shower his mercy upon the household of the departed soul. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide our youngsters, our young people to the right path so that they learn from those who have passed before us and leave behind in their wake their own trail, so that ultimately when the pen writes, when the luha qalam write and are unfolded. The prophets and all the angels and all of us and our forefathers and those who follow us are proud of what we do. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون سلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة. May Allah give Sabr Jameel to his family, his brothers and sisters, and those who he has left behind. Thank you all. We have tea in the back room. Please join us for the tea. Thank you.